While they keep trying to portray Putin as a great leader, even though this whole image has long been falling apart at the seams, the bunker dweller has once again made a major blunder and become the subject of ridicule. This time, Putin performed so poorly in public that the video instantly went viral on social media, and Russian media outlets began urgently deleting it. Hello! You are on the Glavred channel, and I'm Marina Furman. And today we'll talk about Putin's new embarrassment, which was even mentioned by the president of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky. Putin's recent appearance in Russia was supposed to be a standard propaganda spectacle. Support for war criminals, ceremonial footage, a controlled sense of unity, and the usual picture for television. But everything went off script. Putin tried to shout the traditional hurrah, and it looked so unconvincing that the moment instantly spread across social media. Although they tried to quickly delete the embarrassment, the internet remembers everything. I suggest we listen to this embarrassment.
Hurrah! Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah!
As you can see, at first Putin tried to make some kind of sound while sitting, then he stands up, but he still can't manage to say hurrah properly. At some point, people in the hall just started shouting over Putin to save the situation. By the way, the video sparked a lively reaction on social media. Some users saw the situation as a funny incident, while others began speculating about possible health problems of the Russian leader. After the video started going viral on social media, Russian media suddenly began urgently deleting it. And this is a very telling moment in itself, because if there was nothing strange about it, why would they need to urgently wipe everything? By the way, one of the first to draw attention to this awkward incident was Serhiy Stanenko. He wrote,
Putin couldn't even say hooray. The senility is getting worse.
And after Russia's massive missile and drone attack on Ukraine, Zelensky also commented on Putin's embarrassment.
Putin can't even pronounce the word hooray properly anymore. He mumbles, yet still defeats residential buildings with his missiles.
And while the Kremlin tries to smooth over Putin's latest embarrassments, it seems the nerves of the Russian elite are already at their breaking point. The Guardian reports that the mood there is noticeably changing. One of the influential businessmen says outright, the disappointment in Putin has become very deep.
There is a growing understanding that completely senseless, self-destructive decisions continue to be made. People who once defended Putin no longer do so. Any sense of the future has disappeared.
At the same time, Putin himself has no intention of changing his plans regarding the war. According to the publication, he still seeks to capture the Donbas. Some sources even describe this as an obsession, with no willingness to stop or reconsider the strategy. And there is a simple logic here. When the plan doesn't change, even though reality is already different, problems only accumulate. And this, of course, is about Putin. He already has a lot of problems, but the most interesting thing is not the decisions themselves, but what they are based on. Some members of the Russian elite are convinced that Putin is being lied to, and that supposedly improved reports from the front are reaching him. Although, what kind of improved reports could there be if the armed forces of Ukraine are actively driving out the likes of Putin from Ukrainian territory and thwarting all enemy plans? Just remember how the Russians tried to scare everyone with their spring offensive. And where is it now? Of course it failed. The conclusion is clear. Putin continues to live literally in his own information bubble. And what can you say if even Putin himself is afraid of Russians? According to media reports, Putin has not traveled to Russian regions for about 196 days, and this is an absolute record even compared to the COVID-19 pandemic. The last time he went to Samara was back in November 2025. Since then, there has been complete silence when it comes to regional visits. For comparison, previously the breaks between Putin's trips to the regions were much shorter. Before the war, it was usually just dozens of days, and during the pandemic, a bit longer. But now, it's a record that hasn't been seen even during crisis periods. By the way, take a look at what a road looks like in one of the Russian cities. This is Zeya, one of the centers of the gold mining industry in the Amur region. It's just that all the money went not to improvements, but to the Oreshnik and the missiles with which Putin attacks Ukraine.
The children were playing and one of them fell through. The children called for help, saying that the child couldn't get out of this mire, this swamp. It's just terrible. All right, we'll get everyone out now.
So while the Kremlin tries to quickly delete clips of Putin's embarrassments, it will no longer be possible to hide or cut out the problems inside Russia. They are accumulating almost every day and are becoming more and more noticeable. That's all from me for now. Leave comments and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next videos.